So hi everyone. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you on how to find the radius and the center of a circle when the given is equation. Okay, so meron tayong mga step-by-step procedure kung paano siya kukuhanin. Okay, so meron akong ibibigay sa inyo na mas madaling paraan, but first let us practice what is the process kung paano siya kinukuha. Okay, so let's say for instance, we have the equation x squared plus y squared plus 10x minus 2y equals 55. Okay, so ang simpleng paraan na ginagawa natin dito is with the use of the completing the square. Okay, so to complete the square, so para ma-determine natin or para ma-convert natin this equation into its center radius form o yung tinatawag nating standard form. So kapag tayo nagko-completing the square, that will be x squared plus 10x plus blank. Okay, because we have to put some term, okay, particular term dito, depende dun sa makukuha natin sa middle term later. And then the other one, we have y square minus 2y plus blank. So that is equal to 55. Since we put two blanks here, so we need to indicate, okay, two blanks at the right side because that is the purpose of addition property of equality. So what you have added on the left should also be added on the right. Okay? And then, to complete the square, kailangan natin is kuhanin natin yung kalahati ng middle term. So that is 1/2 of 10, and then you need to square it after finding the 1/2. So 1/2 of 10, that would be 5, and 5 square equals 25. So this will be 25. On the other side, so that will be 1/2 of negative 2 is negative 1, and it's 1/2 of negative 2 is negative 1, square it, that will be 1. So what you have added on the left side should also be added on the right side. So this will be 25 and this is 1. So we have now x squared plus 10x plus 10. Then since this is perfect square trinomial, okay, that is a perfect square trinomial, we need to get the half of the middle term as the second term for our binomial. Okay, square root of x squared is x, half of 10 is 10x is the 10 is 5, and then we put here square, and then we have square root of y squared is y, half of negative 2 is negative 1 square, then add this. So 55 plus 25 is 80 plus 1 is 81. So we have now the center radius form. Then we can now easily identify where is the center of the circle. So the center of the circle, so since this is positive, ito ay positive, then this will become negative 5. In the other one, this is negative 1. Its opposite, that will be positive 1. So to find for the radius, so we all know that our center radius is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This 81 stands for r squared. So we have r squared is equal to 81, extracting the root both sides, so r is equal to, actually this is positive negative 9, but we only consider positive 9 because that is the length of the radius. Okay, so therefore our center is at negative 5, positive 1, and our radius is positive 9 for this equation. Okay, so again, let's cite some other examples. Okay, so if we have here x squared plus y squared minus 6x equals 7. Okay, so the same process. We have x squared minus 6x plus blank. And then we already have here y squared. Since we don't have linear term for y variable, so we have to state this as y squared. And that is equal to 7 plus blank. We only put here one blank because we only have one empty space here. So half of negative 6 is negative 3, and then square it, that will become positive 9. And then you have to add 9 here. So we have now x minus half of negative 6 is negative 3 square plus y square equals 16. Actually, we can write this as x minus 3 square plus y minus 0 square, because y minus 0 square, that means the same of y square, and that is equal to 16. So we can now identify our center, which is positive 3, and this is 0. So our radius, the square root of 16, is 4 units. Okay, so that is the properties of this equation. X squared plus y squared minus 6x equals 7. Okay, so this is far different from my previous example, because in my previous example, all terms are present. So this one, there are missing terms, the linear term for y variable. Okay, so another example. We have 16x squared plus 16y squared plus 96x minus 40y equals 315. Okay, so in this particular example, we can we can divide it all terms by 16, so that this will be x squared and y squared term only. Okay, however, 315 is not a perfect square. Okay, this is not a perfect square. I mean, this is not divisible by 16. Okay, so if that's not divisible by 16, so let us solve the problem. Okay, let us solve the problem as it is. Okay, so since we have here 16x squared plus 96x plus blank, and then we also have plus 16y squared minus 40y. Okay, minus 40y, and then we have this equal to plus blank is equal to 315 plus blank plus blank. Okay, so we all know that 16 and 96 are factorable. Okay, if we're going to, kasi in completing the square, we make sure that the constant here is 1. Okay, so we have 16, we need to factor out 16. So 16 times x squared, and then 96 divided by 16 is 6. Okay, plus 6x plus blank. Okay, and then we have plus, so we have to put out 16 also. 16 times y squared, and then we have 40. Okay, that's not divisible by 16, so we can say that this is 40 minus, we have 40 over 16y. Okay, just to make sure that we factor out 16, plus blank equals 315. Okay, plus blank plus blank. Hindi muna tayo mag-a-add. Okay, we will not add here because we are not yet ready. Okay, we did not yet get our last term. Okay, and then the next one, we have 16 times x squared. Half of positive 6 is positive 3 square, that is 9. So plus 6x plus 9. okay, plus we have 16 y squared minus, okay, so we have 40 over 16. Actually, that can be simplified, divisible by 8. So this will be 5 over 2. Okay, since we are looking for half of 5 over 2, and that will become 5 over 4. And then we need to square it. So that will be 25 over 16. So this is minus 40 over 16y, and then we have plus 25 over 16. Okay, actually we can put this here, the simplified form. So that is 5 over 2 equals 315 plus, okay, we will not add 9, okay, 9 alone. Why? Because this 9 can be multiplied by 16. Let us first multiply 9 by 16. Okay, so that is 4, okay, 5, 9, 9 plus 5, 14. So that is plus 144 plus, we have 16 times 25, 16 times 25 over 16, we cancel out 16, so we need to add here 25. Okay, so we have now 16 times, let us put this into PST, perfect square trinomial, and that will be x plus 3 square plus 16 times, we have y, okay, half of 5 over 2 is 5 over 4 minus 5 over 4 square is equal to 315 plus 25 is 340. 340 plus 144 is 484. Okay, 484. Then we have now, let us divide both sides by 16 para matanggal na natin yon, by 16. Okay, so we have now x plus 3 square plus y minus 5 over 4 square equals, what is, okay, so what is 484 divided by 16? Okay, so we have 30 and 1/4, so that is 121 over 4. Okay, so this is divisible by 4. Okay, that's 121 over 4. Okay, so where's now our center? Our center is at negative 3, positive 5 over 4. And our radius is at, okay, what is the square root of 121? Square root of 121 over 4. Okay, so 121, the square root is 11. So our radius will be 11 over square root of 4 is 2. Okay, so therefore, our center is at negative 3, 5 over 4, and our radius is at 11 over 2. So that's it.